What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris on the Anomalies channel. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hey, listen, I've got a weird one today, and you don't hear too much of this. This is the Hexagon on Saturn. This Hexagon, shaped storm. And I don't know about anybody else. You don't hear a whole lot of it. Apparently, it was found in 2007, I believe. I've seen it was earlier than that, but according to the site, it's actually been in 2007. So, with that, I'm going to jump into this. First of all, as usual, there's a bunch of inconsistencies with this, and I don't, for a minute, buy this as a storm. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because it's, everybody says it's simply a storm. Six-sided, hexagon-shaped storm. They said that the clouds actually follow here. If you look, they say it goes around. All of the actual clouds actually go around this. Well, let's go with that. That's fine. But the clouds go around, and they say it hugs these corners at 300 miles an hour. Okay. Every time I see this, it's like actually causing like waves, like it's turning counterclockwise. Okay. All right. Let's try to use a little common sense here. Now I know what they talk about. They come out and they say, if you think about a storm here on Earth, a well-defined hurricane, real strong storm, let's say it's a 3 or 4 in the category, it doesn't really matter. It's usually a well-defined eye, which you see here, okay? Now, I know it might be a little different because it's on a different planet, but that's not the point. What I'm trying to convey is simply this. A well-defined eye in hurricane storms here on Earth, you can see through them. There's a hole, okay? This one's not a hole here, guys. This is what I'm trying to understand because it actually looks like this solid center. Okay, let's get rid of that. So I'm looking at this here and I'm going, all right. Right off the bat, I've said, okay. I'm having a problem wrapping my mind around this, and maybe you guys can help me out. If anybody knows of a video, and you can see where it's like it ends way up here. See the storm? It's supposed to end way up here. Okay. If anybody could show me a video, I've seen 2 of them now. One of them shows this up close, the whole storm actually rotating. Okay. And there's one on NASA's site, and I'll show you that too. In fact, I'll show it to you right now. I think it's kind of funny actually. Okay. And it's very short. It's like 1 second, maybe 2 seconds tops. But watch this. Okay. It's very short. Okay. This is what I have a hard time, and I'm going to throw a whole bunch of stuff at you guys, so I hope you can hang with me here. Now, keep in mind, all of these little spots, okay, they're blotched out. And I'm going to tell you why that is. I'm going to show you actually why that is. First of all, why the hiding of the center? That's first and foremost. I have a problem with that right off the bat. All of these tops, or whatever these are, have been blotched out. I can actually invert this picture. I'm going to show you this. That whatever's there, this is like there's some kind of blotch on it. Only it'll be black because I'm going to invert it. But that's the storm. And I'll play it again. Okay. That's it right there. This is what I have a problem figuring out. Picture this is an object. Okay. These are all objects. Why doesn't it, if it's a storm swirling, why doesn't it get pulled apart and then something else get put together, like clouds swirling? It's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's methane clouds. And I could be wrong on this because I've got a bunch of planets and everything else in my head, but I believe this is methane atmosphere. Like right here. Now watch this particular one right here. I think it starts here and it'll keep going to here. It doesn't change much. But keep in mind, these are slides. These are sections of this planet or this storm, and it's all stitched together in a movie. So picture like they take one picture and they blotch it out. Okay, here's another picture they're going to put together with it and blotch that one out. Okay, so the blotching is going to stay the same, but the actual item doesn't go away. Watch. See it? It doesn't go away. It still stays there. If this is just nothing but swirling mass, wouldn't that just like fall apart? Okay. Now, I'm no astrophysicist, guys, and I promise you I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to use a little common sense and try to wrap my mind around this. Okay. So, but this is what I did notice, and this is why I think this is BS. I believe this is a giant city. Now, before you guys go off chuckling and saying I've lost my mind and went off the deep end, let me show you guys something. Yeah, let's go here. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. Um, this thing stood out like a sore thumb. And I was like, what is this? What is this right here with a dome on it? See it? It's like it's buried. Look on the side of it. Something's right here. Some kind of rectangle, and there's something sitting on top of it. There's something in the very background here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me just see if I can just back out just a hair. Okay. Look at all these little squares and all these weird, funky shapes. Look at this. Now, a lot of these, if you notice, there's something right here underneath this, but there's this big blotch. Okay? Now watch this. You'll love this. If you come over to this side, there's a bunch of small items. Like they're just sitting there and not being swirled around. Look at this right here. Square, smaller square, something right here, and something goes up to this. But what they've done is they've just pixelated it out, because here's another rectangular piece, some kind of structure or something. There's something right back in here. It actually goes like this, comes down, up and around. I mean, I don't know if you guys are seeing it, because this might play a little weird on your, because it's so light, it might have more pixelation. Because it's not doing it right now in this video, but when I play back, it might. But it's okay. There'll be plenty of other times to show you guys other stuff. But look at this right here, all blurred out. It looks like you can see like these objects or something inside this. I got to flag BS on this, guys. Look at, there's another one right here. There's some round thing right here. And look at this, kind of like these weird triangle shapes inside it. Okay. Just slowly look at these pictures. Now, you guys can Google this stuff and just pick out any picture, because this is what I find really wild. You won't find any clear pictures of this. You won't. I don't care what it is, you won't find it. And it's as simple as that. But I got more stuff. Look at this right here. What the heck is that just laying there? Look at it. Some kind of big thing here. I don't think this is a storm at all, guys. I think this is a giant city. And they've manipulated this thing so much that it makes it look like there's something else. Look at this eye now. Suppose it is eye of the storm or whatever. What's really wild, and I'm going to show you this more definitively. Well, just look right here. It looks like there's some kind of weird... It's thicker here, and then it's got like this weird angle to it. Or it looks like it's got almost a 90-degree angle. And there's something right here in front of it. It's been blurred out. Okay, there's something here, and it's been blurred out. Everywhere you look in these pictures, just go to Google and put on the Saturn, Hexagon, and it'll say things like, pictures, storm, whatever. It'll give, and then you can click on whatever you want. But just go to, your regular images on Google, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What is this right here? Look at this thing. It looks like it's like some kind of weird ship or something like that. It's got this weird center, this hole, two little squares. Come on, guys, really? I don't believe this for a minute. I really don't. Now, maybe I'm totally off base here, but I'm just looking at things here. Look at this. Boom, boom, like a 90-degree angle. All of these little gray things underneath these white blotches, just look at it. Look at this. Perfectly almost square right here. Okay? I mean, just take your time looking over this stuff, and you're going to see something. Look at this. This weird thing right here. And I will actually show you a picture of this. This is actually in the other picture. And what's wild about it, I think it runs up this way. There's a square right here, and you might even see the corner right there. But anyway, it goes down, comes around, and has this weird archway to it. It's like this weird round opening. I don't even know how to explain it, but you can see things that look like there's either parked or built on the side of it. Look at this. Everywhere you look on this, and I'm going to show you this more definitively. It's actually like an overhead view of this, and you're going to see this, and you're going to be like, what? It's been blotched. There's something else right here that's standing right up. I don't know what that is, but there's a bunch of that in here. Because they blotched it out so badly, yeah, good luck trying to find like a ton of stuff. But regardless, this doesn't look normal to me, guys. I'm sorry. Look at this. It actually got two of these round circles right here. See it? One here. One here. Halfway around. It's like a half to three-quarter round surrounding. See it? I'm going to show you that in another picture too. Let me back out of this. Okay. Now, okay. Here's the other storm, and you can find this one on NASA and stuff like that. But this is what I want to show you guys real quick. I thought this is pretty funny. Let me see if it's got it here. All right. Here's where you can get this picture right here. Okay. And that's a Pier 11682. Spring reveals Saturn's Hexagon jet stream. Okay. Because believe it or not, I think it said it was like 59 years or something like that makes an orbit or some kind of weird thing or rotation. I forget what it was, but it was crazy, which doesn't make any sense because how would they see the whole thing turning and get all of these pictures together? But whatever. It doesn't really matter at that point. And let me see if I can... Okay, right here, this is it kind of explains it. I've got this picture here too, guys. 27th March 2007, an odd six-sided honeycomb-shaped feature circling the entire North Pole of Saturn has captured the interest of scientists with the Cassini mission. This atmospheric feature was already imaged by NASA's Voyager 1 and 2 spacecraft over 2 decades ago. The fact that it has appeared in Cassini images indicates that it is a long-lived feature. A second hexagon, significantly darker than the brighter historical feature, is also visible in the Cassini pictures. The spacecraft's Visual and Infrared Mapping Spectrometer, or VIMS, is the first instrument to capture the entire hexagon feature in one image. Okay. And of course, you don't see anything definitive in this either, but you will see this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Here's the picture. I don't know about you guys, but what is that? Look at this. Perfect, almost round, with a dome in the center. And this piece comes out and branches off to the sides. I'm going to show you another side to that, meaning a different angle to it. But look at right here. It's like this weird boom, boom, boom. It looks like it's got like a support right here in this corner of it. Look at right here. And because it's all purple and all hidden, but what is all this right here? Blotched out. Smudged out. Everywhere you look, there's something. Look at it. You can actually see some grayscale stuff in here. There's actually one, if you zoom in this one here, it actually goes down like this, and it's blotched out, but it goes, you can see it, part of it here, it goes like this, and there's some kind of round thing with an opening, like a pipe kind of thing standing out. But no matter where you look in this, there's some kind of blotched out area. Why blotch anything out? It's a storm. It doesn't make sense. Here's another thing that doesn't make sense. Why it has raised corners, but then goes down in the middle, raised up, goes down in the middle, raised up, goes down in the middle. Come on. This is a storm. Boy, that's really defined storm, I'll tell you that, buddy. It just doesn't make sense to me. Here's another picture of it. And you're going to find this is pretty wild, too. Somebody just merely changed the color, probably trying to make some things pop in this. But look at this. Weird something here. Okay. And I'm going to show you some hidden things in here, too. But look at this. Weird round thing. Now, keep in mind, this is an aerial view, so you're seeing the tops, or mostly the tops of this. Look at it. Looks like what looks like a leg. Another leg of something just branching out of it. I mean, it doesn't have to be any. But look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can see like 9 round things. Look at this. Something else right here with an arch. Something right here with a dome on it. And look over here, like straight lines. Round, round, round. I mean, just long, boom, straight lines. Look at it. Everywhere you look. Look at this thing right here. It's kind of like the blurred up, but it's got another dome in the center of that. Okay. Look at all these weird, they look metallic. Now, I don't know, but that's the way they appear. But look at this blotted out spot right here. It looks like 3 spacecraft or something sitting there. Look at it. This one actually comes down, goes to like a point. Comes back down, goes to the side. See it? It's got like that weird kind of pointed shape looking at you. This one almost looks like this weird distorted H kind of feature. Look at this. There's something right there. And it's blotched out more than anything in this picture. Watch, I'll back out. See how it's just more gray and blotched out or blurred out? Look in here. You can see what looks like gray something or others. Look at it. Round circle. Round circle. Kind of weird arch kind of thing right here. Everywhere you look in this picture, there's some kind of small... Look at this. Straight line. Comes down. Boom, 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 boom. Right here. Looks like some kind of weird, funky triangle with legs. I mean, it's just these weird things all in here. You're telling me this is a storm? I don't believe that, guys. I'm sorry. I don't... Look at this. With another dome or something sitting right there. And this, of course, this is all completely blotched out. And why would they do that if it's just a storm? So, you guys tell me. That's just another example. Okay? All right. Here's this big hit. And like I said, I don't understand how anything can be that defined. First of all, it's raised up and it's not a hole in it. Like and... If you listen to him, there was one video I was listening to yesterday that had Richard C. Hoagland in it. Now, I believe a lot of what he says as far as life on Mars and everything, because, I mean, heck, I can almost prove that myself, and I'm not even anywhere near that planet. But he starts talking about torsion fields and all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm no astrophysicist, and again, I'm not going to act like I am. But torsion fields, that's what creates these weird storms, and he says there's other hexagon kind of storms on other planets. That I got to see. Now, I've seen hexagonal kind of... craters, but not storms. I'd like to see that. And like I said, if anybody's got any ideas where I could see it, please let me know. I mean, I'm always willing to educate myself. I don't have a problem with that. But just let me know if you find something like that. I'll be willing to look at it. And just throw me an address there in the comments, and I'll look at it. But again, look at this. And that was that video I showed you. This thing just kind of blotches, but stays right there in the center. All right. Okay, this is where, let me see if I can go back to, where was this other thing here? Okay. Again, I showed you that thing right here. And all of the stuff that's hidden in here. Okay. Which one do I want to do next here? Let me see. Well, let's do this one here. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one I do, does it? All right. This is what I find strange. Look inside these, what look like spheres, right? There's something round around that, like around the base of it. See it? And it comes out. Comes out. Look at anywhere in this picture. Here's that thing I told you about that looked like this round circle. It has like an arch, or like this radius right here, and it has a squared off area. This is what I was telling you. I said it's pretty big, and it's got a dome in the center. Okay? Look at the inside of this. It looks like it's sectioned right here. Even though this thing, whole thing's round, there's a piece here, stops. Opening, opening. Piece here, stops. This comes out. This is what I was talking about. Something comes out of the actual circle, and it crosses in front. See it? Blotched. And you can see where they try to blotch this out right here, too, because you see this weird frame? Blotch, blotch, blotch. Look at these weird things right here. Now, you can't see a lot of this because they've obviously went out of their way to do this. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, come on. Is this a storm? Let me invert this, and look, you can see this right here. Section, section, and you can see what looks like there's something raised in this. Look at it. Almost looks like a square, and it's raised up. See it now? And it's got something sticking out of the center of that. Let's enlarge this here a little bit. Okay. Now you can see that. See, it's just, I don't know how to explain this stuff, guys, but there's a bunch of stuff in this. Let me go back out just a little bit. Look at these weird shapes. Everywhere you look, there's something, like I said, this dome, or ball, because it's one of the two, and there's something going right around it, coming out, coming out. Just these weird shapes. Look at this. You tell me this is a swirling mass of just air? Look at this. I can actually back out a bit more, try to clear this up a little bit. This all around the rim, that's BS too. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. I mean, you can't see anything definitive, but it's there. Look at this. Right here, right here. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Look at rectangular, weird shapes. Like I said, it's really hard to wrap your mind around this thing because it's just crazy how they have this thing. Look at like these weird domes everywhere you look. Look at this. Comes down, goes around, goes to here. See it? Are these structures? Are they? I don't believe this is a massive swirling cloud form. I just don't believe that. There's too many things. At least seeing these pictures. Look at this stuff underneath here. There's, look at it. It looks like little roads. I'm going to show you that too. It looks like roads in some of these. Well, they're very hard to pull out, but you'll see them nonetheless. Let me see if I can see what that other thing was. Because, guys, like I said, if you guys know of any link you can take me to where it shows this whole storm right there in the North Pole of Saturn, if you could take me to a place, any link that has a video showing this whole thing and the whole planet behind it, I want to see how much this is spinning compared to the rest of the planet. Because common sense would tell you if the planet's spinning, well, going to the right, if you're looking at the equator part of the planet, it'd be spinning to your right. Now, take that same planet and turn the North Pole towards you, well, it's going to be spinning counterclockwise. This would be common sense. I want to see the whole planet and this, because I think I've seen one, but they have the whole rest of the planet. It's kind of like dulled out. In other words, it's like completely whited out and you can't see it. How convenient. Now, if it is a city, think about this a minute. It's going to be there for over 20 years. It's a city. That's like saying, oh, look at Paris, and you get this bird's eye view, and it just happens to be right on the North Pole, right, of our planet, and then it's spinning, and oh my God, it's been here for 20 years. Well, no kidding. So, the only other crazy thing you can think of is like, well, no, it is actually spinning. It is up in the air. All right, well, then it's a floating city, which sounds even more ridiculous. So, that's what I'm saying is you just have to try to wrap your head around this thing, and it's nuts. Okay, now this one here, what's this? And like I said, I want your input on this, guys, because it's really crazy. See, here's that other weird thing again. But this one's got like some kind of weird, looks like some kind of something, like a crater or something surrounding it. But you're going to see something, whoop, not that. That's not what I want you to see, my bad. There's something right in here, it's actually ghosted, and there's a bunch of this in here, but I just wanted to show you this because you could definitely tell this is like intelligently made. There's no two ways about this. If you get this picture, and it is on NASA, you'll actually see like right here, there's some kind of weird, right here, it goes up like here, like a U shape, or an N shape right here, goes across, goes down, and you actually see a separation or something right there. Look at all of these weird shapes, like there's something in here, right here, right here. See, like it's got these weird, looks like weird shapes, like there almost be windows or something. This has actually got a square here, and there's something on top of that. There's something right there, and it's actually got legs. Let me see if I can zoom in just a hair bit. It might really blur it up, but let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like some kind of tower standing above it, and it's got like two little holes right here. Okay. There's one right here. It's got legs, or like some kind of things coming down from it. And look at the shape of this. Boom, boom, boom. Something's going. Well, keep hitting that by accident. Keep thinking I'm in paint. Here we go. Okay. So, and look at all this blotched out right here. Look at, you can see something underneath that. Look at this shape of this. Looks like the shape of Texas. But anyway, look at this weird shapes. No matter where you look in this picture, there's something. Look at that. Everything's been blotched out, fudged out. Look at this. Okay. Go to this side. I'm going to back out here just a little bit. Like I said, guys, I got to flag BS on this too. Now I'm going to invert it for you guys. Okay. Now, even when you look at here, I don't know if I can do it. See, like there's this weird opening. It looks like a tower type thing. But here's that little weird, funky. The reason why I invert these things, sometimes you can see some better detail as opposed to being really fudged out. But look at right here. It's just got this weird square, and you can actually see the legs coming down, or the shape of this thing, and there's something at the base of it. Boom. Kind of has a corner, goes down here, here. Weird shapes there. Look at this right here. See this weird opening now? Now, this is the same one where they try to blotch it. But see it right here? There it is. There's your openings. Something right here. Okay. Look at this. It looks like some kind of weird tower type thing right here. I'm telling you guys, if this is nothing but a swirling mass of crap, why would you have to do that? It just doesn't make sense. And everywhere you look, if you really do this, you can actually see what looks like little roads in between. Look at it. Right, there's a line going like this, right here, right here. Look at right here. There's actually some squared out thing right here with a round circle, and it's been blotched. You can see it, and there's something coming out of the front of that. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's right here. There's a circle, and there's something right here. Look at the shape of these things. I mean, if you guys get a better idea what this stuff is, I'd be more than happy to hear it, man. I really am, because I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around this. This is what I wanted you guys to see, too. This is going to be dark, but watch this. Right here, I don't know what this thing is. It's good size, whatever it is. It looks like it's got a window right here. Wraps around. And there's another one here. And there's another one here. Now watch when I invert. You can almost see that plain as day now. Square. 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 Look at this right here. It comes down, goes around in a circle, comes right back to here. See it? Comes down, and it looks like there's some kind of weird square or some kind of tower standing on top of it. See it? Now, I don't know, guys. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a swirling mess of storm have like these perfect images in them. And, you know, I don't know. It's just, I got to flag BS on this. I looked this picture, many pictures of these over and over again, and it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. All right, right here is what I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to invert, but keep your eye on right here. You're going to see what looks like a round circle, another small circle, a little dome thing, but it's like a cylindrical thing right here. And it connects to these, there's a dot here and a dot here, and it looks like they're all connected somehow. Okay. Now, you can just see the outline of this a little bit. See it? Kind of goes around and goes down. Okay. See it now a little bit better? Kind of like, this is ghosted, so it's hard to see it. Now watch this. Let's blur it up a little bit. Now you can, it's blurred, but you can see it's round now, and it's got the center to it. It goes down, comes down to here. Okay, let's brighten up a bit. Okay, I'm going to back it out just a little bit so you make it easy for you guys to maybe see this. But you can see it's perfectly round. Perfect. With a center. Down, down. Okay. Now what about these right here? Look at these little buildings or whatever these are right here. Look at boom, boom. Even if I was to go back to the regular picture, right there. Bang, bang, boom, boom. There's something right here. Here. No matter where you look, there's something, these little blotches are on top of, look at this. Looks like it's got a little opening or something right there. There's something right here that's been blotched out badly. But let's go back. Okay, now you can see that right there. And you can see these weird little shapes everywhere you look. There's some kind of little structure or something in here. Okay? See that? You can see, like, it looks like right here, this right here. Look at these weird things everywhere you look. Look at the shape of this thing. This is wild. It actually comes down, round, and there's an inner one. Down, down. Oh, let me go in a little bit more. See it? Boom, boom. Same thing inside. You telling me this is a storm? Sorry, guys. I think they're yanking our cord on this one here. Look at this here. This is another thing. Something looks like it's raised up and it's got a shadow to it. Something surrounding it. Something surrounding it. Now watch this. I'm going to go back to the other regular picture. You can still see this. Comes around. And see how it looks? It's got like these weird legs on this, whatever this is. You can see like 1, 2, 3. And there's a bunch of gray here. You can see where there's something, there's all other stuff around it. But there you go. See it? Okay. All right. Let me see what else we got here. Look at this weird stuff here. This is what blew my mind. This is the outer part. Let me just back out just a hair bit. This is the outer part of this mess here. Now watch. That's the base right here. We're looking at this inner one right here. Not this outer one. But even that one is crazy. We're going to see both of them anyway. Watch this. Outer one and this one right here. Why do these look like something in them? In this area. Watch this. Look at it carefully. Something there. And it's got some... Look, see the weird shapes to them? See it? Now, a lot of this is blotching, and you know how they pixelate it out and everything else. I get that. But look, you notice how it's just like a little object. Something else. Something else. And look at all the stuff in the back of this. Well... It's going to completely blotch. I don't want to do that. Look at all these weird other shapes in here. Like they really went out of their way to really distort this. Something here. There was something in one of these other parts of the pictures that actually showed up pretty well. But I mean, look at this. Around. See it? And something right here looks like some weird opening or something. Look at another one. Let's go back to the base image. And see how they did everything they can to like blotch that stuff out. Everything on the top of these has got something that they're blotching out. Look at this. See it? Looks like some kind of opening or something like that. And look at it. It's almost like, it almost looks perfect, too. Oh, can't brighten. I keep forgetting. See, I was trying to go on the inside and then brighten that up so you guys can see this. But the outer ring will actually get, or the outer part of this video, or picture. See it right here? There's like one right here. Boom, boom. Let's do the, let's see if I can see this on the regular picture here. Yep, there's something here, here. And now you're going to see the opposite part of this. See it? You can still see what looks like shapes and all these weird things. Look at this. Like I said, that's that weird thing that looks like a pipe here. See it like they got it? You can see it surrounding it, but then it's all completely blotched. See it? And it's like round, and there's something round around it. When you invert, it suddenly looks like there's some kind of weird thing sticking up, and it's, I don't know. But something round here, something... I don't know, guys. Take a good look at these pictures yourself. I mean, you can find any one of these on Google with ease. And like I said, I'm going to leave at least a NASA one on there. I'm going to try to find the other one I had too, because the pink one's on NASA, and so was in that video I showed you. That one's on ESA. It's on the ESA one, the European Space Agency one. I'll show you that one. I'll leave that link for that one. The one that's I think it's a pink one. I don't know which one is which now. But anyway, the one with the video and as well as the other. And I'll try to leave them on there so you can check this out. Again, we get some kind of weird looking capsule looking thing here. And you can see what it looks like dots all the way around it. I don't know, guys. If this is a storm, this is pretty darn good. You know, maybe it's so strong it's just sucking up a lot of stuff from the surface. But either then, figure that out. Again, here's that cannon-looking thing. There's something right here. Let me go back to that. See it? Like it's like this weird dome thing, and it's got. But you can see, I mean, there's a lot of like defined edges and corners, and you know, you name it, it's there. Like I said, I mean, that's just like too perfect, man. I mean, I believe this is ground. I don't believe it's a storm at all. Now, maybe for some reason they got walls up because of maybe there's so much turbulent air, and they've got walls up around this thing. And maybe that's the reason why these storms are floating around it, trying to get around it. Or they're actually going around these walls. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, to be honest with you. Look at these weird stuff in here. Let's see if I can just look at this normal here. See it? Got these weird... Oh, that doesn't really look like much there. So we'll go right by that. But, I mean, I'd be curious to, to see what you guys think. Because, like I said, I got to flag it BS. And, I've been looking at this thing for a while. I'm saying, not too many people have talked about this. Now, look at this right here. This is in that outer part of that, what looks like the wall of this storm. Look at this, how it looks like it's got spines all the way down it. Okay, and it does stop, because it stops right here. Look at this. Weird shape. Round. See it? Now, when I do this, I'm just going to go back to the base image. See, like you really don't see much right there, but that's this part right here. Just keep an eye on this. And you're going to see this outer part too. Actually, this is the outer part I think you're going to see more than anything. Watch. See it right here? Okay? Alright, now we're going to go to this. See, now it blocks this one out. But even this one here, it's all completely blotched out. This right here looks like it's got these little ribs or something like it looks like a giant centipede is what it looks like. See it? Okay, and it's actually got things that are sticking out. Look at this, something round thing here. Something there. All around the edge of this thing shows these weird, goofy things in it. Now, it kind of stops. Look at it right here. It goes up to this. Stops. And there's separate stuff in here. All where you look, this has got something in here that just doesn't make sense. Right here. It looks like either a spacecraft or buildings. Right here. And it completely goes like this round. Some kind of... Watch this. See, I like to blur things up. It takes the real bad edge out of it. And then you can actually resharpen. Look at the difference between the two. This is the reason why a lot of people say, well, I had one guy say, well, why do you blur? There's a reason why I blur. Because you'll miss out on a lot of these features on this if you don't. That is the normal one. This is after I sharpen and blur it and then, contrast and everything. A little bit more defined. See how it's got this weird kind of smooth openings. And look at this. There's something right here. Look at this. Even right here, it looks like some kind of giant vehicle or something like that, but I'm not sure what that is. I'm just saying. That's what it looks like. Tilt your head to the right. Kind of goes up, down. Got this weird arch type thing. I don't know, guys. It's there. Look at it. Even blurred out. Let's go back to the regular picture. But see, they actually got it right here. It's all blurred out, but you can see it right here. Comes down in the front. Right here. But, I mean, look at all of these weird things in with it. I mean... I'm telling you, there's two sides to every picture, especially when it comes to NASA. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. But all along this, there's some weird little shapes. Look at this. Back down, around, down to here. Look at this one. Weird shaped stuff. Round circle coming out. See how it's like arch. Everywhere you look in this picture, just take a look around. Here's that weird. Look at this. Sticking out like this. Like I said, if this is a storm, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy here. It doesn't make sense. So, but like I said, this is just my take on it, guys. I'm not saying I know everything about astrophysics or anything at that point, but I'm not going to swallow the whole idea this is a giant storm. I just don't buy it. And like I said, if you guys can show me a link of this, shows this whole storm, okay, and the rest of it, meaning outside the storm, the whole top of the planet, I want to see this spinning in relation to what that planet is doing. And I want to see a clear picture, somewhat, of... You can actually see the clouds and regular clouds in the formation outside of this storm. And I want to see what this... Because I saw one video, it was crazy. Picture this spinning, okay? And then this is spinning too. There's like different sections of this was spinning at a different time. And what was really odd was the outside was spinning faster than the inside. That kind of doesn't make sense. If you look at a CD player... or a CD spinning in an LP, like a record or anything like that, the center always spins faster. So why that was spinning totally opposite, I don't know. It didn't even make any sense to me, but it is another planet. It's a different storm. Why are they going out of their way to block all this? That's the first question. Why do things look like they have structural things inside this is beyond me. Why is it when this thing spins, this doesn't change much? Because if they are nothing but clouds, this all should be swirling and back and forth. And if you ever seen a fast-moving cloud formation on Earth, you can see that thing just swirls, tumbles, does it all. Why isn't this stuff doing it? It's not. So it makes you red flag a lot of stuff here, guys. I mean, I'd love to hear your input on this. And tell me what you think. This picture here will be on there, and you can actually check this out yourself. It's not really necessary. You can see it right there. That's all you're really going to see, unless you want to really manipulate this picture. But you can see this. See, if you look at this, just gray blotches, and it's because they're trying to block a lot of this out. This right here is some kind of weird thing here, and you can see it shiny, blotched. I mean, blurred to the max, man. I mean, it doesn't get any. And I know you're going to say, well, it's because you're up close. No, it's still blotched. It's still blurred out. It's still. But you can see that's almost well-defined. Look at this. Looks like it comes down, comes down. It's got a shadow to it. And look at this. It's like too perfect, man. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Let me see. I don't know if I showed you guys the center of this thing inverted. Let me do this. Okay. See how I showed you like it has that thing coming out? Okay. This is what I was talking about. How is it that this thing's perfectly round with a dome in the center? This is a storm? I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's crazy to me. I'd be curious. Look at this. Like I said, look at this round thing here. It's got this big ball or dome. We'll call it what you want. It's got this weird thing just circling around the base of it. Come out, come out. Now watch this. I'm going to blur it just a little bit, get a little more defined. And when you invert it, you can actually still see that outside. Comes down, goes out, goes out. I'm telling you, just look at these pictures, man. It's absolutely insane. And like I said, like a square corner comes down, has this radius, and this is the plane picture now. This is not modified as far as inverted or anything up. Perfectly, it looks like almost perfectly round, perfectly dome. Look at this right here. This is following right in here. This whole thing is a bunch of crock. It's just a big crock to me. Like I said, I showed you that there. I think this is just ground. I think this is nothing more than a giant city, whether it be ancient, meaning non-living, or there's people there now. I couldn't tell you that. And if you look, there's not a whole lot of these pictures on this particular, Cassini pictures, because why would they do that? I can imagine if you find stuff on Mars, on their moons, Mercury, the stuff on there, why wouldn't Saturn have like abundance of life on it? I mean, come on. Life can adapt. People say, well, it's too cold, or it's this, it's methane, it's this, that, and the other. That doesn't mean just because we don't understand life, we understand how our life and our bodies work, and that, so much oxygen, CO, you name it. It doesn't mean their bodies are the same. I mean, it can be totally different as far as what they breathe in and how they digest and whatever else. It doesn't really matter at this point. But you guys get the idea. I mean, me personally, I think it's BS. I'd love to hear your comments and tell me what you think. I've been studying this thing for a while, and I figured I'd bring it to you. And I got another wild one coming up, too, that it was a big rage people talked about, but not sure what it is. There's a lot of flagging in that one, too, and I'm going to show you that. I might make that one right after this video. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I do appreciate you guys watching. I love you guys because subscribers, you're willing to watch these things, and I'm trying to bring out quality stuff so you guys can see this stuff. And sometimes I'll go over a certain thing over and over again, because I've actually seen in some people's videos, people go, hey, you went over that too fast. What was that again? I don't want to do that. I want you guys to see every detail that I'm seeing and then make your own, decisions what you think it is. In other words, I'm not trying to convince you that's what it is. I'm trying to say, this is what I see. Round, square, 90-degree angle, whatever it may be, 60-degree, it doesn't matter. This is what I see. This is what I think. You guys tell me what you think after. It's okay with me. I'm okay. Everybody's got their own opinion and their own views. I'm willing to hear them. Again, if you guys can find a video that shows this storm, and it does spin counterclockwise, and the rest of this planet, I want to see this spinning and this spinning. I want to see the two of them, which one spins faster, or are they spinning the same? I don't think you're going to find a video like that. That's why I said, look, there's no amateur astronomers here on Earth that could see this planet. At least I don't think so. They'd have to be on a giant telescope. So we're just taking their words for it. We don't know. But like I said, again, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to let you guys rock. I'm going to let you go, and like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. As always, I'm going to try to bring you guys some good videos here and something you guys can chew on for a while. And let me know. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next pick.